Hello everyone, this is Wealth Accumulation Channel. Mr. Ji Xianlin once commented on Kazuo Inamori. As an entrepreneur, philosopher again, people who use their body to kill twice are as rare as a feather. Kazuo Inamori was born in a poor family with mediocre education, but bare-handed. Founded two Fortune 500 companies. He also died at the age of 78. Saved Japan Airlines from bankruptcy. Known as the saint of Japanese management. However, when someone asked him what he thought of the title, he said, "I'm an ordinary person. I just try to get a sage from China, where idlers learn their minds, and then try their best to practice their ideas. After learning these philosophies, everyone can become the sage of management," is in the 6 refinements of the book. He also generously shared his business philosophy and summed up the 6 golden rules of self-improvement. Every good person dare to tear their own cocoons. Keep improving yourself. Practice these 6 golden rules to actively upgrade yourself. Anyone can usher in reborn growth. 1. Action. 1954. Kazuo Inamori, who graduated from a regular university, can't find a decent job. With the help of the teacher, he managed to get into a ceramics company. But this company is not doing well and is about to go bankrupt. Long-term wage arrears. Colleagues either intrigue and complain again and again. Either passive sabotage, stealing, rape and slippery. Kazuo Inamori doesn't like the job either. But he knows he has no better place. So he simply put aside distracting thoughts. Dedicated to work with full enthusiasm. He works hard to complete every task. Research technology around the clock. Even lived in the workshop with pots and pans. Soon he was promoted to technical lead and led the company out of the predicament. Reminds me of a famous quote from Rockefeller, the oil magnate. Action solves everything. Nothing happens without action. No matter how bad the situation is. As long as you start to act, will always get better little by little. In the 6 refinements, Kazuo Inamori also mentioned his uncle. When my uncle was young, he had no culture or skills. Life is very poor. But since deciding to do vegetable business, no matter spring, autumn, winter or summer, he was unshakable, pulling a cart along the street to sell. Some mean relatives laughed at him for his incompetence. He always smiles. Keep working hard day after day. After persisting in this way for several years, my uncle made a fortune. I also realized the skills of business, from setting up a stall to opening a shop. Make the business bigger and bigger. It is the courage to do what you say. And perseverance. Let him be favored by fate. A good life never waits. But step by step. We can't control fate, good or bad, but can control their own actions. Once the target is selected, go forward with all your might. Put in as much effort as anyone else. No matter how low the starting point. Dare to let go. Willing to continue to give everything you want will come to you. Diligence is in the book. Kazuo Inamori concluded that SMEs are on the right track. Suffering from business failure. The possibility of a crisis such as bankruptcy is greater. Because seeing the stable development of the enterprise and making profits. Operators are often prone to arrogance and arrogance. Once people's eyes are higher than the top, they will start to relax. Not far from bad luck. At the stage of small and medium-sized enterprises, Kazuo Inamori's heart also swelled. But whenever he is satisfied, the spirit will be slack. Jobs will follow. After revealing several times in succession, he suddenly came to his senses. Reveling in petty success will hinder your growth. In the repeated self-interface, he tried to lower his posture. Persevere in humility. When Jingxi was listed, his not arrogantly selling shares in his own name. Give this part of the funds back to the company and its subordinates. After this advance into the world's top 500, the outside world praised him for his good management. He also smiled and said that this is not the result of me alone. He never bowed proudly. Always listened to others with an open mind. Kazuo Inamori very much agrees with an old Chinese saying. Qian Ju Fu. Humble people are often more likely to be favored by fate. People who have too much self-esteem will be overwhelmed by the sense of superiority, going astray and falling into a trap in a daze. Want to move steadily on the road of life? You must recognize your own limitations and constantly learn from the old. Appreciate the strengths of others and repair your own weaknesses. Humility and peace make great things happen. Trinity refinement. Kazuo Inamori mentioned in the book. He once went to Sweden to participate in activities in the early days of his business. There are many business seniors in the company, including the founder of Honda Motor, Soichiro Honda. Kazuo Inamori heard Soichiro Honda, who made his fortune in auto repair. Quite irritable when young. Dude is a little lazy. He'll give an iron fist education, even throwing a wrench at the dude. However, after Kazuo Inamori got in close contact with him, found out he wasn't as difficult to get along with as he had been rumored to be. He is gentle and humble. Don't pretend to be a senior. Be gentle with everyone. He is considerate to take care of Kazuo Inamori everywhere. Generously share business experience with him. Although he was young, because he didn't pay attention to his words and deeds, caused a lot of controversy. But with the increasing responsibility, he began to reflect on himself. Improve self-cultivation. Gradually transforming mature and stable. Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." To reflect. It is a process of continuous repair and self-transcendence. Get rid of the cancerous tumors of the mind and erase the stains of virtue. Introspective people are more likely to succeed. Kazuo Inamori also has the habit of introspecting from time to time. Every morning, he will stand in front of the mirror. Review what you think. Did you make others feel uncomfortable? Are you kind? Is there any verbal arrogance? Do you have any selfish words and deeds? Once there is something wrong, he'll just blurt out that I'm sorry, and urge yourself to correct immediately. In the 6 disciplines he wrote, if you are not in the garden of your mind, sow beautiful flowers and plants. Weeds will grow there. That is, if you do not reflect. Your heart will be full of weeds. A garden requires regular tillage and soil modification. Weeds will bloom like brocade flowers. So are people. Check your words and deeds at this moment to rest your heart, in order to improve in reflection and change. A truly wise man is not one who never makes mistakes, but know how to make irreparable mistakes, transformed into nutrients for upward growth. For relationship refinement. Kazuo Inamori expresses emotion in the book. Someone like me couldn't have made it. But in the end I made it. It all starts with 2 words: thank you. When he was young, he once asked an eminent monk for advice on the way of life. The eminent monk warned him from now on, you have to say Nanman every day. Nanman means thank you in monolingual. He didn't understand it at the time, but he did it anyway. For many years, I often said this thank you. And a thank you gave him a good name. Met more and more noble people. At the age of 27, Kazuo Inamori founded Kyocera Corporation. He had no business experience. Little knowledge of the company's core technology. There were only 8 people in the company at first. All but him are techies. One of them, Inoue, is an industry expert. Inoue can obviously find another job, but would like to stay in this small company. Kazuo Inamori is very grateful. That's why he doesn't put on airs like a boss at all. Let the car and the office be used by Inoue. He also sincerely said to Inoue, I want to thank you for following me. I'm just a person who dreams for Kyocera's future. You are the real dream maker. Don't dream too big a place. But dreaming requires. Inoue was moved by his sincerity and devotion. Lead the team to work hard day and night. With their help, Kyocera is gradually on the right track. Later, it also grew into a world-renowned listed company. Mr. Jin Wei-chun wrote in There is only one thing in life. Gratitude is the most powerful energy in life. And live with happiness. Be grateful to those around you. In fact, you are treating yourself well. Most successes in the world can't do it alone. Need someone to push you behind. And all reliable contacts. It often starts with a heartfelt thank you. Always be grateful. Say thank you to the noble people in your life. Cherish the people around us who are kind to us. Your love and warmth. Sooner or later, it will in turn nourish your own life. 5 State of Mind Refinement. In the 6 refinements, Kazuo Inamori mentioned an unforgettable experience. 1980s. Ceramic materials for crystal porcelain companies. Artificial bone joint. Rescued many patients. Medical experts rave about the product. Require Jinxi to continue to develop artificial knee joints. Solve more medical problems. Owing to time constraints, Kazuo Inamori neglected to report to relevant departments. Directly invested in the development and production of this product. As a result, as soon as the product was launched, the media exposed the matter. Sue him for violating the rules and disregarding his conscience in order to make money. For a while, he was pushed to the forefront of public opinion. He went to relevant departments many times to explain. Publicly apologized to the public. Medical experts also stood up to speak for him. And come up with a case of successful clinical trials. With the support of professionals, the turmoil gradually subsided. The outside world also forgives him. But he still broods over the damage to his reputation. See themselves as sinners of gold and porcelain. He even began to doubt his ability. Shut up at home all day and have no intention of continuing to run the company. The most painful time. He went to the Zen master in the temple to confide his troubles. The other party said, I don't know what sins you have accumulated in the past. But when you've been punished, those sins are wiped away. Yeah, it's over. Why use mistakes that have already occurred? Torture yourself endlessly. After he figured it out, he turned around and regrouped. Returned to work in a more positive state. The world is busy. Anyone who walks in it will inevitably encounter bad things. Mistakes in life, mistakes in work. Inexplicable disputes, irreparable regrets. As the writer Tsuneko Nakamura said, everyone has problems. No matter how beautiful it looks, regardless of age. Regardless of gender. Everyone has times when they are troubled. If you chew bitterness and entangle repeatedly, I'll just be stuck in the past like a prisoner forever. In fact, many so-called bad things. Not as bad as we thought. If you magnify it deliberately, it is a sea that cannot be crossed. If you look away indifferently, it becomes a light wind. Learn to let go of the past. Wait for you to look back. We'll find the pain of the past. They are all stepping stones to growth. 6. Pattern refinement. Inamori Kazuo said something. All success comes down to altruism. He firmly believes that people only want to make profits. Do altruistic things and luck will improve. In the early stage of Kyocera's establishment, the operating income was not high. He still owes a lot of loans. In this situation, more than a dozen employees complained about poor treatment. Joint letter for salary increase. He didn't blame employees for not thinking about the company. Take out the ledger and carefully calculate the cost. In the end, he squeezed out some of the money. Reenact salary regulations. Protect the rights and interests of employees. It is his generosity. Retained technical talent to avoid the disintegration of reserved. In the 6 refinements, it is said that life should be altruistic. Can enhance people's sense of accomplishment and happiness. In the end, the reward will come back to yourself. It is also beneficial to oneself. Walk the world. All altruism is actually the ultimate self-interest. 1979. 2 large communication companies in Japan are not doing well. About to close down. They are soliciting investment everywhere to no avail. Finally found Jinsei Company. As an example, communication industry and ceramics are different. Kazuo Inamori could have directly refused. But after much deliberation, he decided to lend a helping hand. Provide them with substantial funds. The 2 companies successfully resolved the crisis and became an industry giant. A few years later, the era of computer communication will come. Other ceramic companies face high-precision communication equipment. Helpless. Kyocera, due to its early layout of the communication industry, suddenly widened the gap with peers. Become a leader in the industry. As the saying goes, those who are always kind will be kind. Good intentions. It often leads to unexpected turns. The road of life is long and difficult. If we are not careful, we will step on a pit and encounter a hurdle. People with a real pattern know how to form good karma. When things happen, help others more once and pull others more. As long as you keep giving kindness. Whenever you fall to the bottom, there will always be someone willing to support you. There is an impressive sentence in the 6 refinements. Earnest effort every day. Tireless work. Solid actions and sincere cultivation. Only in this way can we be worthy of this life. No one in this world is born perfect. Easy things. Our whole life. You must work hard to cultivate your soul, sharpen your mind, and temper your personality. Continuing to improve oneself in Japan. Today is better than yesterday. Tomorrow is better than today. Take a small step forward every day. Your life will take a big step forward. This is Wealth Accumulation Channel. See you next time.